The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Let's play a quick game. 3 statements. 2 are true, 1's a lie. Ready? 1. Bananas are berries. 2. Goldfish have a 3-second memory. 3. You can't breathe and swallow at the same time. Think about it. Which one's the lie? If you said goldfish having a 3-second memory, you're right. That's a myth we've been fed for years. In reality, goldfish can remember things for months. But why did so many of us believe that lie for so long? Is truth just what matches reality? Is it what makes sense in a system of beliefs? Or is it simply whatever works best in a given situation?
You can claim that truth is being mass personalized, but most people would live in their own truth bubbles.
Conspiracy theories are so powerful because they also provide a certainty and they provide a narrative. It's a story. And as humans, we really want stories.
So they call it free speech, I call it the free market of speech. But they're making money off people's speech, whether it's good or bad.
You might be wondering, does this even matter to me? But in today's world, where fake news spreads faster than facts, deepfakes make people say things they never did, and social media keeps us in bubbles of our own beliefs, truth is up for grabs.
At the height of the 2016 election, researchers released a report warning about a strange propaganda technique.
Another day, another lie, another conspiracy theory, another falsehood.
They called it the fire hose of falsehood, when a propagandist bombards people with more lies than they can possibly keep up with.
Why all these lies? Why is it lie after lie after lie?
According to the report, these lies don't have to be believable.
It wasn't just a lie, it was such a bad, obvious lie.
Researchers found that even obvious lies had the potential to be highly effective. The thing is, that report wasn't about Trump. It didn't even mention him. It was about Russian propaganda. And it raised an interesting question. How could a powerful leader benefit from telling obvious lies?
Channel is rapid, continuous, and repetitive. It makes no commitment to objective reality, and it makes no commitment to consistency.
The first 2 characteristics are pretty standard for propaganda. Research shows that if we hear a lie from multiple sources, we think of it as more credible. The same is true for lies we hear repeatedly. The more familiar we are with a lie, the more likely we are to think of it as true.
Credibility is king, and the truth will always win.
Part of being a good liar is not getting caught, making sure your lies are at least somewhat believable. When Dick Cheney said,
"There is no doubt Saddam Hussein now has weapons of mass destruction,"
he was lying, but to most people who aren't intelligence experts, it sounded credible. If someone asks,
"Hey, did you eat my sandwich?"
You'd say, "Nope, I brought my lunch from home." You wouldn't say, "You never had a sandwich." But when it comes to fire hosing, believability doesn't really matter.
We want those kind of interventions. We need more media literacy. We need more fact checkers. We need more flags and labels. None of that is censorship.
For example, the Russian news site. Does anyone have anything on that?
In Finland, media literacy isn't an elective, it's a national defense strategy. Schools teach kids how to dissect headlines, question sources, and recognize bias.
It's already fake because it says that it was 10 years ago in 2013.
They learn that just because something feels true doesn't mean it is true. The result? Finland consistently ranks as one of the most misinformation-resistant countries in the world.
Media literacy is actually one of the most exciting ways that we should be thinking about tackling misinformation. We need to engage young people in the creation of these courses so they actually stay relevant and they're interesting.
Instead of lecturing people, they made the truth engaging. And that made all the difference.
At 2 minutes, please. I don't want to breathe your COVID if you start to wheeze.
The incentive behind Global Insight Network is to create an all-accessible media platform ran by the masses of every race, religion, and country, giving equal opportunities to not only personally report but to question narratives as well, to be informed on current events, involving economic or government agendas, not only their country, but to also have access to a global news front, not reported through corrupt country-controlled media corporations with scheduled agendas or diluted narratives. News reported and investigated by the masses of any and all. Global Insight Network gives us the ability to provide rapid data reports by sharing about events happening in real time. The community can challenge or verify if indeed it's a factual claim instead of relying on government, media, and social platforms to find their information. JIN's goal is to provide a globally accessible environment where the people of the world can report truth against strategic propaganda and economic motives and challenge what mainstream media says, all while comparing it in real time to the rest of the world.
Join the movement now and help spread truth and awareness.